Today I'm making African food. It's pounded yam, ready in 5 minutes with not lump, extra smooth texture. This yam is from, where is it from? Somewhere in West Africa. Where is it made in? It's distributed by a company from Texas, but it's sourced from West Africa, and it's sold here in Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada, by business owned by a lady from Congo. I think it's Congo, and in Eastern Central Africa. She's an amazing lady. She has a store on Gottigan Street in Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada. My name is SIMBA, and I live here in Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada. And you're welcome to visit Halifax if you can, or if you're in Halifax, enjoy the various experiences here that are multicultural and the amazing things that are available here in Halifax. And also I am from Kenya, East Africa, and if you can, visit Kenya, East Africa, and visit Bomet County, where SIMBA from Kenya is from. And you can stay there with my mom for a month or more for free, 100% free. Just stay there and enjoy the lovely African welcome. We say jambo, hakuna matata, and karibu Kenya, Africa. And you can say jambo, hakuna matata, karibu Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm also making red potato that I'll add to. This is bitter leaf, right here, bitter leaf, and it's also from West Africa, and also sold by my friend at Gottigan Street store here in Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada. And she also sells smoked crayfish, and other lovely, amazing products from Africa and other parts of the world. Anyways, it's good to support these local businesses because they do a lot to bring their products here from around the world. I also support, this is Chinese food, so I support Asian and Asian food. What do you say? This is olive oil from, I think it's from somewhere in Europe, I think, or some of it is from produced by companies in the Middle East, where they grow a lot of olives. And this is potato from Prince Edward Island here in Canada, and this is from Campbell's company. It's they're in New Brunswick, and province of Canada. And this is from Montreal. This is Montreal steak from Quebec province here in Canada. So I support local products here in Canada, and also international products from around the world. A whole mixture of food here. It produces good flavors. This is from USA, I think. Let's see, I think that's from, it's peppers from Thailand. Sorry, this is Thailand. Thailand. And what does it say there? Yeah, I think that's from Thailand, I think. So this is products from all over the world. This is soy from here in Canada. It's produced here in Canada. Some of it is maybe produced in USA, and other products here. This is tea from Kenya. It's sold here as English breakfast tea, and coffee also from Kenya is sold here. The tea here is in a cafe like Tim Hortons sells over 5 million cups of tea, and it's a blend of tea, Kenyan tea, and tea from Sri Lanka, and tea from Ceylon in India, and other parts of wherever tea is grown. Really, it's usually the places where there is fresh water that grows these products. Anyway, I get started with my cooking here. Enough of the stories. I'll just put some water here. Very easy to cook. Very easy to cook. And measure about half. It doesn't take long. It's just a couple of minutes. It's the same way as cooking the Kenyan maize meal or ugali, or the it's just variations of the same meal around the world. Really, it could be some of it in the world is made from wheat, other parts some is made from potato, others is made from yam, others is made from corn. So it's the same variation that human beings eat, really, but just different flavors and depending on the different cultures and stuff. Yeah, so that's it. And I'll open up this, I'll wait for the water to boil, and then I'll get started with them. Meanwhile, I have some tea and enjoy some Chinese food. See, it's nice to be able to eat healthy and to have good food and have a good company, either in your family or with your friends and community, whatever sense of community you have. And I don't know, it's good to encourage that, and to that way and also to be active, so that all the food you're eating, it's going towards a good purpose. And time for me to eat. I actually got some of this Chinese food from it's a Chinese restaurant run by a Muslim from China, a Muslim family from China. They're based on in Halifax here on Barrington Street, right opposite the Dalhousie University, the engineering department on Barrington Street. Somewhere in between Morris Street and Spring Garden Road, right in the middle, close to the Lieutenant Governor's office, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia's office, close there. And it's a nice, quiet restaurant there. They have amazing food and very good price. And so then I blend it with some of African food and stew to enrich it, because the Chinese food it came with the kind of plain noodles, so I made it into something more delicious, really. That's how it is, and I portion it so I can have portions of the Chinese food and mix it with the African food, or portions of European food and mix it with African food, or separate African food and whatever. It's just, I like food with flavor and healthy. Anyway, that's just about it. Yeah, so I just wait for this water to boil, and then I'll make the smoked crayfish and the bitter leaf, mix them together, and in about 5-10 minutes it will be ready. And I'll have portion out my food for the next week. Today I'm cooking for the week coming ahead, so that's what I'm doing. I usually cook once a week and portion my food and prepare it. It saves a lot of time and energy, and creates a lot of opportunity for me to do other things with my time and with my whatever. Anyways, different people do different things, and you don't have to do it my way. You do it your own way. Do it your own way, and so whatever works for you, really. The kitchen here is really simple. It's just like microwave here. And talking about microwave, I gotta warm I don't like using it, but whatever. Gotta do it once in a while. I prefer warming my stuff on the oven, but it's available, so I might as well use it once in a while. It makes things easier sometimes. And just press the button, set the time for around 2 minutes. I haven't used that. It warms very fast. It's a huge microwave. And this is almost ready, really. Wait for it to boil. Turn up the heat there so it boils. And we have a garbage here, separation of this recyclables, the regular garbage, the carton there, recycled. This is regular garbage, and this is boxes, and this is organic. And this building I live in is very simple. It's owned by a Chinese, and we share it with about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 people, 8 or 10 people, whatever. So two upstairs where I live, and then 2 kitchens, and 2 bathrooms. And it's amazing. It's a nice, simple setting. It saves a lot of money, and it's a shared space. It's like a family, away from family. It's like, and there are 2 fridges, 2. I don't use them. I have one in my room, so I won't open them. And then of course it's like a sink, and these are not my dishes. They belong to one of my roommates, and it's nice and tidy. So that's what's for different people that are sharing a space. The floor is made of wood, and most this is like I think jeep rock or something like that, and it's a lot of wood, so it keeps the building warm, especially in cold winter, when it's cold season. The tea almost boiled over. It's about to boil, so good timing. Here we go. This up, so I spit a little bit. Should be all right. To use it. I need to keep things tidy and organized. I like to clean up after myself. Just putting this stuff in there. This is almost boiling. I reduce the heat so it doesn't get too burnt up. You can do it slowly. No rush here. I'll put this back and have some tea. Yeah, so hopefully we can get to import or some tea, or get some direct export of tea from the community in Bomet County, where my mom lives in Kenya, to Canada, so that they can get much better prices for their products, and from community here that appreciates the local producers in Kenya, in Africa, and in other countries, hopefully. But we've got to start somewhere. I tried before to go and take some of the Canadians there to see the products and to see the school, the people, and yeah, they were welcome. Although it takes time to build those bridges and for people to understand the importance and the opportunities available. Maybe over time there will be that better collaboration and good understanding and best as possible partnerships between maybe Bomet County and Nova Scotia, or like Kenya and Canada, or Halifax City, and maybe the town of Bomet, or the city of Nairobi, or the city of other cities in Africa and stuff like that. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's this good businesses that are already importing stuff. Maybe the Kenyans also can also pack stuff like this, and there are some stores here that have things from Kenya, maybe in bigger cities in North America. Not as much from Kenya, not as much from East Africa. A lot of it is from West Africa, because many of the people that came here a long time ago, 300 years ago, are from West Africa. They don't eat much of their food anyway, but African food, this is how it is really. But we gotta start promoting the products from East Africa, from Kenya, from Uganda, from Congo, from Ethiopia, from Sudan, from from Somaliland, from Eritrea, and Djibouti, and South Sudan, North Sudan, and all those areas of East Africa, and Congo. All that way we can have, and Rwanda, Burundi, the whole of East Africa really can collaborate together. Maybe the whole of Africa can collaborate, but got to start somewhere. So might as well start in Bomet and other places and smaller places, and then work that way. And maybe we're already doing a lot of business with the people of China, the people of India, Asia, and Europe in general, and North America. It's mainly, an international partnership, and these partnerships can be business partnerships. We can have a smart community business development projects that can, we already have the organization, so it's just trying to take it from the grassroots. That we've been helping a lot of people at the grassroots, within the community in Kenya and within the community in Halifax. We help homeless people. We help people that say families or single mothers, or like just different types of families, both in Kenya and in other parts of the world, and here in Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada, and people that are going through various challenges, either on their own, or with addictions, or with just finding jobs, or migration, new immigrants and stuff like that. So, and also like people starting out businesses, or looking for job opportunities, or wanting to take programs in university and college, and just, or like start businesses like in the restaurant industry, or trades like work in plumbing. We are connecting some of the colleges in within the community in Kenya with colleges like Nova Scotia College here in Nova Scotia, and the community colleges in Bomet County in East Africa, like Koyo Technical. This one at Kaptevengwe Technical, and then there's another things like community centers. For example, in Kericho County, we have Kamjayuet Library, which is with the close to Kamjayuet School, which is close to where my parents grew up. The Kap Kelesek family of Luka Ramainek in Kamjayuet, and also the Kap Chepkitwaek family of Chebo Chokarap Sirma, right there in Kamjayuet. And then also then my parents moved to Bomet County, and from there I was raised up. I was born in Kericho County at Liptain, and then I was raised in Bomet County, that Konoin constituency, and Boita word. Boita word. This is what I was waiting for this water to boil as we chat. And from there, I went to school in Nairobi. And then I was Nairobi school, and then I went to Kabianga. I was in Nairobi school for my since then I went to Form 1 to Form 4, then I went to high school in Kabianga, Form 5 and 6, and then from there my parents sent me to India to study my 2 degrees, 1 degree in economics, English and geography, and the second degree was in information management. So and I studied also human resources in India for 5 years in Gujarat province, Gujarat state, the home state of Mahatma Gandhi. And that my brother studied in Chandigarh, one of them, and the other brother studied in Chandigarh, Punjab, and the other brother studied in Udaipur University, Rajasthan province. So we studied there, and I went to Kenya and I started business. I had a milk business for a while, and a recycled clothes business with a lady that was helping me. We were partnering. Her name is Lina, and anyways, and from there I worked as a teacher at Koyua High School. It's now Koyua Boys, and then from there I went to the city and I worked at Post Bank with my boss used to be Sarah Saram. She later became the Kenyan ambassador to China, and she was the chair of the Salaries Commission in Kenya. And then I moved to Canada. I migrated. One of my friends, Michael Karui, went from Litain. He was working at the Litain Hospital, Mission Hospital, and he was interested in going to Kenya, so he came to my office and he asked if I could help him. I withdrew all my money that I had saved for about 5, 6, 7 years. I was planning to get married and buy property and stuff like that, and so I helped him, and then he told me, well, consider going to Canada. So after a while I went and I picked in my job. I was had a management position, and I was working as a management analyst or organization and methods officer in Post Bank. And I picked in it. There was not much room for growth for me there, and so I came to study my master's in development economics here in Nova Scotia Province, Halifax City, Canada, and Dalhousie University. I was there in the university for 3 months, and then I quit. I figured out things were not working as I expected. They were teaching me to go colonize Kenya and other countries, and I didn't think that was a good idea. So I quit, and I went to Kenya for about 1 year or more, and then came back after 2 years and reorganized myself, started my business. Tried different things here and there, and worked a little bit here and there, and then in healthcare I worked in the oil industry. I worked in what else? And then transferred slowly. I was setting up my business, and then I set up my business, and now I operate smart community business development projects, and also we have a smart community outreach team. Our manager is Sharon Milgo, the daughter of Samuel Milgo at Kamogomon, close to the school, and she's doing an amazing job with one of the young people, trying to employ some. I've employed very many young people, created employment, and many Nova Scotians are helping us with that, both in Nova Scotia and in Halifax and in Kenya, and hopefully in other parts of the world. We'll be able to do amazing things, helping many people. At the moment we're helping and reaching over about 3 million people in various ways, and supporting over 3 million people around the world. And it's a very simple way of making the world a better place by helping a child or family, and then that way it's easy to make a difference, a positive difference. Yeah. Anyways,